Welcome, everyone, to the Sickles Committee podcast. This is our podcast for the evening of December 2nd, 2025. Folks, do you know how we're a professional podcast? We do this professionally. Like, people pay us money to do this.
I mean, not much money, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, ostensibly some, yeah. I mean,
professional.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
there's a lot of air quotes in pretty much every word in that sentence. Professional.
It's like hey, you can
that we get paid for.
Yeah, like maybe you could buy a sandwich this week.
Someone had noted that that they loved our recap podcasts because sometimes we don't say the name of each team. Most of the time, we definitely don't say the score. Sometimes we only talk about one team whatsoever, and sometimes it's so vague we don't even use the actual team's names. And y'all, I love that.
Yep. Yeah, that's again professional.
Yeah, this is a vibes only podcast. If you can't figure out what we're talking about, then I don't know.
Well, I think there's probably two kinds of people that listen to this. One is the type of person that doesn't need us to elaborate a ton because they're already so clued into college football that they can put the pieces together. The other one is someone so disinterested in college football that it doesn't really matter if we put the pieces together.
Yep.
Like, I don't think there's anyone listening to this that is like, this is my sole source of college football news and information, and I care about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I know we have listeners for whom we are the only source of college football news, but they are not listening to us for that.
Yeah, they don't necessarily care about, I'm gonna say they care about listening to us, but they don't care about what occurred. I'm kind of confused. Like, we don't say this. I thought for sure we do that.
We usually do.
I
feel like we did it every time last week.
Yeah,
but sometimes I do go in and out.
There's a particular reason I tried to do that. It's because when I cut clips, I need a starting point at all the clips. If I'm saying the actual thing very clearly, I have a start point. It makes life so much easier.
Look at you. See, this is why you host the podcast.
This is why you're a professional.
Man, if only we could come up with other ways to say things on the podcast that then make it easier to produce stuff from the podcast.
No, just crosstalk and nothing else.
It's fine.
How about some non-sports news of interest? Currently, Cities 97, a radio station
in Minneapolis.
Is stuck playing the same two bars of music.
Yeah, and it's been stuck like that since 7:52 Eastern. As of the last time I opened their link, it was that's it. It's still stuck. It is 10:09 Eastern time, and we are still stuck, friends.
It's so good when things get stuck. Boats.
Yeah, so if you like an endless loop of harmonica music, Cities 97 in Minneapolis is the radio station for you. By the time you listen to this, it probably won't be stuck anymore, but it might be.
I'm trying to think of the worst song to be stuck on is the Hey Jude fade out. It just constantly is fading out over and over and over again, but never quite getting there. Approaching the asymptote of zero.
Yeah, I mean, if it's something that's already looping anyway, and then it's stuck on that loop. Because the thing is, this is a radio station, so a lot of the things that I would be like, oh, you don't want the song to get stuck on that, wouldn't be in a radio edit anyway. Like, imagine the song Dance Ass by Big Sean, but just ass forever, but you're not getting that on the radio. Did they play? What did that song sound like on the radio? Because that was definitely a big enough hit to get radio airplay.
Yeah, Dance.
It
just sounded like
radio edit.
I like that you're saying it like it's two connected things instead of dance ass.
Oh, is that what it is? I thought. Oh, that makes way more sense.
Dance parentheses ass.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Like it's like the worst DJ, like trying to get the club really hype, but the bass and never drops and the song never stops.
Yeah. Yeah. Like edits of Sandstorm where the drop never comes.
Right. Or like when will the bass drop, except a lot less funny.
Yeah.
I've found on YouTube, I'm not going to click it because I don't want to play it and then have it coming through this mic. There's a YouTube video. It says Dance Ass, Big Sean featuring Nicki Minaj, Clean. And then the description says, The clean version of this kind of sucks, but like it up.
Incredible.
Beautiful.
I love hearing a song where the radio edit is just kind of incomprehensible and somehow it gets play, especially at sporting events. Like I feel like there's certain songs, like I hear still to this day the clean edit of Hard into Paint by Waka Flocka Flame at sporting events. And like even the hook, like half of it's missing. Like it's just blank. There's not, because there's some songs where they have a clean edit where they're like they've recorded other words, right?
Yes.
Like instead of saying like
How Do You Want It by
shit, you might
Tupac,
say like
completely
stuff
different
or
song.
something. Yeah.
Sometimes the clean edit is actually better. I learned like recently that Let's Get It Started is actually the clean edit of the song.
Yeah.
That's one. Yeah.
Do you remember when they didn't play the clean version to begin with, and then people went, "Hey, this sucks actually, like a lot," and then they went, "Oh, maybe we should have a clean version." And
I actually don't remember that because that song
it was
came
a very
out,
bad time.
Yeah, that song came out.
It was what, 2005?
2000. Yeah, that song came out in 2003, and I was 8.
Okay.
So
So I was in college. Well, I was
in
about
Monroe
to start college.
When I first listened to it, I was like, "What? This is a stupid song." And then I was like,
"Oh,
"Oh, they changed the word." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Yeah.
It's the Black Eyed Peas song. It's going to be a stupid song.
It's pretty much,
but usually it's a vibe. But sometimes the word choice is bad.
Well, see that is a situation though where the I guess the dirty edit feels weird to say, but the dirty edit like actually
slur edit. You just call it the slur edit.
Yeah, the slur edit offends, right? Like 90% of this stuff when there is a when there's like swearing in a song or something, like I'm not offended, right? Like I can listen to Uncensored Hard into Paint by Waka Flocka Flame and it doesn't faze me. That is an example where like, oh, like it does actually faze me.
Legitimately offensive.
Yeah, deeply so, and you just shouldn't have made it this way. And what was the thought process that went through your head?
There are songs out there though, I think, where the clean edit is better, and it's not because it just like flows better, or like you know what I mean? Like those exist. I can't think of any off the top of my head. There's somewhere it's like pretty neutral to me. Like, I really don't care if you're singing Fuck You or Forget You. Like, either way, like it.
Oh my God, I hate that song.
A similar song, it's, I don't know, but I love when you're at a sporting event and you just hear like, I go hard into paint. Like, that's what it sounds
Dramatic
like.
pause.
And they gotta go play it at like basketball games and stuff.
They gotta go back to the Master P version of editing songs where he would just put random sound effects in the song for his cuss words. Like he would just throw in a random sound effect.
Like it's Weird Al?
Like
or
it's
or the DMX, like where
DMX, I know.
He's just screaming and grunting, which is objectively better.
Yeah, you could also do it like TBS when they'd air like Snakes on a Plane or something.
I am now flashing back to the radio edit of I Heart Sins Not I Heart Sins Not Tragedies. I write sins but not I write sins not tragedies. There we go.
Yes.
Because that song doesn't have any curse words in it, but being in scenic central Pennsylvania, the local radio station would bleep out or would silence out the goddamn in the goddamn door line. It's it's just the damn door.
Or what a shame the poor groom's bride is
Yes. You self-censor.
Yeah.
Can I interest you guys in a drunken raccoon?
Jordan, you should introduce us first.
As always, I am Jordan. With me tonight, I have Pitt Girl, Brigit, Commish, and Arthur on the ones and twos. Yes, Commish.
I was like, are we still in the cold open?
No, he did the welcome immediately. There was no cold open.
Oh, okay. I thought this was the cold open.
No, this is the real thing, baby.
Oh.
These are the money hours.
Hot open.
Fuck it, we do it live.
We got warmed up.
Bridget, how are you?
Hour.
Cold hour. It is actually. Well, it's not as cold as it was this weekend because it snowed. So, but now we're in like full winter mode. I'm shifting into winter mode. I have my hot chocolate. spiked with
Cool.
the spiked eggnog.
Mhm.
It's quite good. I had to find my children's snow pants today and then realized that only one of them had snow pants that fit because I'm very prepared for winter, you guys. I'm doing great.
Pitt Girl?
It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Also, it snowed here.
Yay! Snow buddies! Snow buddies!
Yep. I had to go dig my car out of the plow crud while it was actively turning into slush, which was not super fun. But I did get to horrify Jordan by telling him that I went and did this in a hoodie, jeans, and Doc Marten boots because I am a central Pennsylvanian and it was 33 degrees and that's enough clothes.
Yeah, that was are you kidding? It's above freezing. It's fine.
Yeah.
I wear the same thing at like 70 that I do when it's 20. When it's 20 is when I break out the actual coat.
Also, I was only outside for like 10 minutes and I was shoveling slush around. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Commish, did you get cold in San Antonio?
Yeah, it was like 32 this morning. I was like,
same here.
What? I was like,
Wow.
I mean, yeah, I was like, okay, this is nice. It was December 1st and I had to turn my heater on for the first time.
That smell, that burning dust smell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I made it to December 1st to not have to turn on my heater. Jeez.
So now, can I talk about a drunken raccoon?
Now you can talk about the drunken raccoon.
Now I talk about the drunken raccoon. Thank you. This is from Ashland, Virginia, WWBT Gray News. Animal control officers in Virginia responded to an unusual call this weekend after a raccoon broke into a liquor store, ransacked several shelves, and passed out in the bathroom. In the show notes, please see Passed Out Raccoon.
Listener, I need you to understand that Passed Out Raccoon is starfishing on the bathroom floor between the trash can and the toilet.
This is a very big sploot happening right here. And listen, whomst among us, you guys? Who
We've all been there on that specific tile. I know what that tile looks like up close.
Next to a
I know what that tile feels like on my face. Yeah.
That's the most supportive, cold, loving tile in the world.
Yeah, sometimes you just get really drunk and you just find one thing that helps you feel better, and sometimes it's the tile on the bathroom floor.
Well, friends of the show who are looking at our show notes, look at the things he drank. I can't tell if that's what he drank or just the trail of wreckage he made. I guess he would have to knock them over, but it's a lot of brown liquor.
There's a lot of brown liquor.
So much brown liquor.
I can't tell. Yo, no, that green bottle, that is probably Jameson?
Yeah, Scotch.
Looks like Jameson, yeah.
Or Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
So he was getting real good and drunk.
The officers safely secured the very, quote unquote, very intoxicated raccoon and took it to an animal shelter to recover, the shelter said. After several hours of rest, the raccoon showed no signs of being hurt other than maybe a hangover and poor life choices.
Poor baby.
The shelter said it was released back into the wild. Man, the raccoon is not handling the end of action well.
No.
Let me in, screaming at Ypsilanti.
I mean, got drunk on like a...
I want a scarf. Where's my scarf?
You made two of you. Why doesn't a raccoon get one?
Speaking of that, we got an email from Eastern Michigan today. Eastern Michigan was they sent us a notice basically about how we had just gave us an update. It says want to thank you again for everything this season, all that stuff. I can tell you for a fact that people were lined up around the block to get a scarf, and the first person in line was wearing one of your raccoon t-shirts. He said we even had fans offering our interns money to buy their scarf off of them.
Oh my God.
During the game.
We love all of you.
Yes, we love you, Eastern Michigan, and all your fans. This is amazing. During the game, we showcased your video as part of our community spotlight series, which drew wide applause from our team, staff, and fans who have all appreciated the spotlight that Ypsilanti has received this season. So even though enough teams survived 4 quarters in Ypsilanti this year, we will not be bowling. But they can't wait to start with us next year and plan to do something with them. So
we love you, Eastern.
Yeah, Eastern.
I want to know how much they were offered for these scarves.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know. I really
people
want to know.
pulling money together. Like, I got 10.
I'll give you $100 for this scarf. And the staffers are like, no, I'm keeping the scarf. I emailed back. I was like, next time if y'all do that, let us know. We'll pitch in to make sure we can get like a good substantial amount to do that. So I let them know. I was like, if you're gonna do it again, let us know. We'll throw in some funds to make sure a good portion of people get one of those scarves.
These are definitely a hot commodity. I did just search Eastern Michigan scarf on eBay, and the only one that comes up that is not a blue and gold, or I'm sorry, maize and blue Michigan scarf is not a raccoon Eastern scarf. It is a like soccer style scarf.
Okay.
We have finally our teams for the Pop Tarts Bowl. On one side, Frosted Cherry, Frosted Cookies and Cream, and their captain, Protein Slammin' Strawberry. On the other side, Team Swirl, Hot Fudge Sundae, Frosted Wildberry, and Captain Chocolate Chip Cookie Dough.
Listener, I need you to know that Captain Protein Slammin' is jacked.
Jacked up.
He's swole. It's the swole tart.
Yeah. Because he's got the protein. That's how you get them gains.
Oh, and he's got the armbands. That's how you know he's serious.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they made a protein Pop-Tart.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's discovering this today, including me, someone who's on a high protein diet. And I didn't know they made this. And a friend of the show and Discord member, AJ Kuftik, tried it today and said, tastes like a Pop-Tart, which is not something you can say for everything that's high protein.
There was something that was like a knockoff version of this.
Yes.
But it was, they had like real protein, like something called like a legendary, and it's like a protein bar.
Oh, yeah, I've seen
and
those.
They're super expensive.
Yeah, and they taste like chalk.
It's $10. Yeah.
I would say that it probably explains why they're putting a protein Pop-Tart as one of the mascots.
Did we lose Arthur?
Arthur, check your mic.
Yeah, you sound like you're calling in on a very sketchy cell phone.
Arthur, you're going through a tunnel.
Is that better?
That is better.
Way better.
Okay. Sorry, I was listening to the Hardened to Paint Waka Flocka Flame, the clean version. And even though they blank out like half the words in the song, I guess it was interfering with my audio.
There you go.
Yeah. I guess that the reason why they're putting this protein Pop-Tart as a mascot in the Pop-Tarts Bowl is because a lot of people didn't know about it. So this right here shows the power of advertising. It shows why they're doing this, why they're having all these Pop-Tarts, because you're learning stuff.
Sure. We did learn.
The goal.
Yeah.
So important question. Which team are you on?
Swirls.
I gotta go Team Sprinkles.
Yes. Team Sprinkles.
Protein Slammin' Strawberry. My little heart eyes here.
Frosted Cookies and Cream
my heart.
Legitimately slaps.
Yes.
So I just hate cherries this much that
Team Swirl.
That's a deal breaker.
Pit down like cherry.
I'm the opposite. Cherry is my favorite.
Cherry is so good, but I'm all about the Wildberry. Wildberry is my favorite Pop-Tart.
I gotta be Team Sprinkles. I love cherry.
If I ever get a cherry Pop-Tart, I'll mail it to you.
Send it to me. Send it to the P.O. box.
It's single Pop-Tart.
Single Pop-Tart.
They did once again use the phrase "ascend to Mount Heaven" in the copy. They're sticking with this.
It's fine.
We need to talk about the carousel.
Oh, there's been some coaching activity. Marty Smith, are you here?
I got in my car on Sunday to drive to do this podcast. And when I picked up my phone again, when I got home and looked at everything, it was all on fire. Everyone had moved.
I literally came in like Donald Glover in that GIF.
Yes.
For real. I love when you just go on like a really long drive and you can't check your phone and like the world's just happening and you're just in your car, listening to your music, just driving on the highway or whatever. And then you get home and you're just like, what the fuck happened? And you're trying to scroll and figure out what did I miss? And yeah, Jordan, you missed all of this.
The day that Nick Saban retired was a day that I had to be somewhere very far from where I normally am for work. And I spent most of that day driving. And then I got home and was like, I'm sorry, what happened? I also vividly recall the USC and UCLA are leaving the Pac-12 news breaking while I was driving because my phone started blowing up. And I glanced down while I was at a red light and was like, oh no.
I was camping at Deception Pass when that happened, and I had service, but not a ton. And my phone just kept blowing up, like UW is leaving, and the Pac-12 is breaking up, and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I was driving when they announced the alliance, a watershed moment in college football history, and
Definitely stuck
Who
around.
doesn't remember
Important
where they
things.
were when the alliance was announced?
I was
You're
on
talking about
79. I was trying to get home. I was like, man, this alliance, like I
you're
got to
talking
find
about the
out more about
OVC
it.
Big South Alliance. It's still around, right?
No, I'm talking about
Oh,
the
okay.
alliance.
The alliance, like the game.
Capital B,
Alliance.
capital A, alliance.
Coaches who were fired. Tim Beck, yes, that one from Coastal Carolina.
The Tim Beck for Vandy just recruited the number 1 recruit.
I will
quarterback,
say,
stolen from Georgia. So yes,
I will say for Coastal here. I mean, the other Tim Beck has done a very good job at Vanderbilt.
Mm-hmm.
I could see, hey, successful SEC coordinator. We want that make him our head coach. And just think about how much money you'd save on signage, how much money you would save on pretty much everything.
Business cards. You don't have to change the business cards if you give him a desk phone with the same phone number.
Yeah.
Perfect. We also have John Smith gone from Michigan State. And Mark
Smith?
Mark Stoops from Kentucky broke.
Was he in Pocahontas? It's Jonathan Smith, man. Come on, man. Give the man his full name.
I'm too informal. Jonathan Smith.
Yeah, we don't know him like that.
I know.
Yeah, that's
we don't know
too
him.
familiar.
We don't know him.
Mark Stoops news broke as we were doing the podcast.
Yeah, I believe it was 10:37 Eastern when that news broke.
It was. I was listening this morning and like doing my errands, and then like just all of a sudden I hear the beep 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 beep.
Yeah, I mean the Mark Stoops one. I mean the other ones, well, I guess the Michigan State one too was kind of a big buyout deal. But Michigan State is kind of assumed to have that money. They have boosters. They have multiple mortgage guys that program that have feuds, which ends up working, I think, in Michigan State's favor because they try to outdo each other.
Oh, they get in pissing contests.
Like they literally both own NBA teams now. As like the one guy had an NBA team, the other guy was like, "Shit, I need an NBA team." But like Michigan State, it was kind of assumed that if they really wanted to, they had the money there, and the money, I'm not sourced up on this or anything, but the money might have been the impetus behind the move they made. But with Kentucky, it was really more of a question of just, can they afford it? Like, no one was ever really thinking about, should they retain Mark Stoops from a football perspective? That was like never the argument. It was purely can they afford to do this? Because his contract, his buyout, it's upwards of like $35 million. And it is not one that is paid out over time. Like it is
let's all do it once.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if maybe the whole thing is due at once, but there's a big lump sum due within 60 days.
Should they still build the statue of him at Kentucky?
They
gotta let it rest.
I feel like statues are a thing that we could probably do with less of.
He is the most successful coach in Kentucky history, if not the one of the.
Yeah, I don't know that you need to put up a statue.
No, but what I'm saying is
the metaphorical statue.
Right. This could be a field name. This could be whatever. When I say the statue, I don't mean an actual marble David.
So what you're saying, we're just debating about memorializing Stoops. Do you memorialize Stoops?
That I think
because
that is
statues
something
don't always go well.
Yeah, I think that's something that you sort of sit on and think about and revisit in the future after, like, you let this marinate for a little bit. In the same way that, like, Pitt fans look back pretty affectionately on Dave Wannstedt.
Okay, but we wouldn't name anything after him.
No,
ever.
But it's fine.
We look back on him ironically.
Yeah.
I think with Mark Stoops, like, you can say he's the most successful coach in Kentucky history. That says more about Kentucky than it says about Mark Stoops. You don't have to reward that.
Yeah, dude, you absolutely do, because Mike Gundy took an Oklahoma State program that has been garbage for a long ass time.
How are they going to memorialize Mike Gundy?
Mike Gundy was objectively more successful than Mark Stoops has been.
Yeah,
also.
Fair.
Yeah, and more consistent until recently. So,
Commish, are you a chess player?
Not really. No,
neither am I. But the day unfolded like a set of dominoes or like a chess opening, one piece moved another. And I would like to see, first off, our first move.
I'm not following this chess metaphor.
Go with it here.
No, it's sort of.
I see it. Like,
I see the vision.
It's really just it's the pawn that moves 2, and then the other pawn moves 2, and then yes.
So, Commish, our first move was the Baton Rouge opening.
Oh, the Baton Rouge opening.
Everyone knows the Baton Rouge opening.
Okay.
In chess.
Opening in Baton Rouge.
Lane Kiffin, probably his name, gets on a plane with some of his staff and heads to LSU.
Wait, we got to talk about him getting on the plane first, though.
Yeah, we do.
So when I first saw this, I saw this on, I think it was Blue Sky. It might have been in our Discord where I first saw this. Lane Kiffin booed getting on the plane in Oxford. And for a second, I was thinking, like, wait, is he flying commercial? Like, was he getting on the plane and, like, other people already see, like, Lane Kiffin's got to go back to coach because he booked his flight to Baton Rouge last minute. And all the, like, passengers are already on there, like, booing him as he walks down the aisle. Like, no, people, like, drove to the airport and watched him get on a private plane. That is a lot less interesting to me.
Action Cookbook said it was the most college football picture ever of just a bunch of dudes lined up at the fence flipping Lane Kiffin off as he took off.
Yep. It did have the feeling of a deposed dictator escaping a country with all the gold as they rushed to the private plane. It had that vibe to it too.
I did like because Marty Smith was able to interview him, like, at the airport.
Thank God Marty Smith got to do that.
Poor Marty Smith.
Just the way it was set up, though, you see the big fence designed to keep people from getting into the airport, and you see, like, official vehicles, and Lane Kiffin is there wearing some sort of, like, overcoat, I guess. I'm not sure how you would describe that.
I have no idea what it was.
I was getting major vibes of, like, interviewing a county official after, like, a successful jailbreak.
Okay.
Right? Like, it's like prisoners have escaped. We have to interview like the sheriff or the head, whoever's in charge.
We have X amount of fugitives that are flipping me off as I'm trying to get on the.
It's like a little Four Seasons Total Landscaping.
I'm glad Marty Smith got closure. You know, we don't always get that. I'm glad he did. Good for Marty Smith.
Now, Arthur, I'm going to let you talk about the next thing as long as 1, it's funny, 2, it's something we can riff on, and 3, it doesn't turn into a rant.
I put this in the show notes.
Oh, shit. Pitt Girl. Same rules.
I know, but I just want to state for the record that I put this in the show notes.
Oh, this so felt like an Arthur one.
No,
this feels very Pitt Girl.
Yeah,
that is a very hasty assumption.
The thing that feels very Pitt Girl is the specific, like, diction for putting.
Yeah, it's the verbiage.
The verbiage is
laundering his narrative. Okay, I got you. Okay, Pitt Girl, do it.
Yeah, mostly I would just like to direct everybody to Stephen Godfrey's article in the Washington Post about the worldwide leaders' take on this. As you know, Nick Saban out here, as I think we touched on briefly on the show, was talking about how, you know, we should let Lane coach Ole Miss through the playoff because that would be the right thing to do for the players so that they can have a good playoff experience. Despite the fact that he told Lane to get out when he was trying to do that and going to FAU. Turns out that they all are Jimmy Sexton clients and that LSU had expressed interest in hiring Saban.
LSU expressed interest in hiring Saban. That was quite obvious. Man, the game day thing was just kind of shameless, I think.
It was extremely shameless. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
worth noting also that James Franklin is a Jimmy Sexton client and got to go on game and rehabilitate his reputation too.
Yeah, there's
weird.
Yeah, not liking the direction that game day has taken lately. I mean, maybe it was always this bad, and I was just blind to it.
Commish, you mean to tell me you don't like Pat McAfee?
Not, you know.
Speaking of laundering images.
Well, I mean,
that's Jim Tan in laundering images.
He de-launders himself by taking off his shirt every single freaking episode. But no,
have you seen the commercials now where like it's a commercial for it, and he'll rip off his shirt and it zooms in and there's like a band playing on his shirt?
No,
his chest. It's weird.
Who is this
for? Nobody wants this.
It got to the point of, I'm starting to get to the point that game day is just not for me anymore.
No, I don't think it's for anyone anymore.
It's really
it's
and the type
a bummer.
Of person that it's for does not listen to this show.
No. Yeah, it's a bummer for me, but you know,
it's just not fun.
I mean, so my question though is, does Jimmy Sexton rep any podcasts?
Nope.
Hire us, Jimmy. In a second. Hey, I'll say whatever you want me to say.
Jimmy, whatever you need.
Yeah, we got you.
Which coaches do you need me to hype?
What do you need? Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't.
I'm not promising anything until I see the verbiage in the buyout contract.
That's right.
I want the buyout verbiage.
But we are listening. We're listening.
I know, you know, Jimmy Sexton represents CAA, and in my mind, my Sickos committee mind, I think of the Coastal Athletic Conference.
That's what I think it's too.
I was like, I'm thinking about Monmouth again.
So, Chris, are you ever not thinking about Monmouth?
No, I need to buy a Monmouth shirt. Home field, get Monmouth for the love of God.
Wait, is this anything Monmouth heaven?
Monmouth heaven.
Yeah.
Monmouth heaven.
Is Juice Kiffin even real? What's going on?
I don't even want to get into
dog just there to?
I don't want to. No, I've read details. I don't think it's a good thing.
God damn it,
dude! This one fucking sucks, dude.
This sucks.
I don't even.
This really like. There's nothing that's funny about this.
I just will say this: I was like, another Jimmy Sexton client with a dog used to promote,
launder his image.
Launder his image.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know enough about what you guys are talking about to say anything here. I am interested.
Don't read into it. Don't.
So
I read
all
stuff.
all of the hot yoga people.
Yes, that
one's funny.
The hot yoga, the hot yoga girlies are all over Instagram being like, Lane Kiffin rips ass during yoga class
and blames it on other people.
He's doing jumping jacks when they're doing poses.
I had always kind of wondered because I'm not someone who's going to look at Lane Kiffin's actual Instagram. Like I'm not.
No, we have Katie for that.
No, Katie is in those minds.
When people talk about like Lane Kiffin's doing hot yoga, I just kind of assume that was like a euphemism for something or like a general like vibey thing that he would like, like I didn't realize he was actually going to hot yoga, and it wasn't just like a one-time thing. Like he was a regular attendee of a specific hot yoga class in Oxford, Mississippi.
Yeah,
I did not realize
there are a lot of girls with stories.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like anywhere Lane Kiffin goes, there are a lot of girls with stories.
So the first move was here, and then Florida jumps in, getting their guy, John Sumrall from Tulane.
Good hire.
It was going to happen.
No, it's just a bummer for me because he's leaving Tulane. I knew it was going to happen. Tulane offered him $4 million, and that's kind of like the cap. Tulane gets $8 million from the American, and they're offering him $4 million. That would be like paying Lane Kiffin $35 million a year compared to what LSU gets from the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it was going to happen. And, I'm bummed about it. I don't know who they're going to get. But this is kind of like the biggest sustained period of success in Tulane football's history. So, I hope they can plug. I feel like they have the really good infrastructure there. I don't know how Sumrall fits in Florida.
I'm already hearing we did it again from Florida fans.
I mean, the Florida job though, like I don't know what fit is there anymore because
No, I don't.
Right.
No one
they've
knows.
had
There isn't.
how
No,
many
'cause it's
coaches
Nobody
in a
knows.
row
Weird
that
for
have
so long.
flopped.
Yep, there isn't a fit. It's a lie. It's a culture issue because there's no culture there right now.
He'll bring it though. Like
Yes.
Sumrall will bring it. He has a really good way to build a program, and like his demeanor on the sidelines is needed. He's animated, and then like stoic when needed. I feel like, no offense to Napier, it just seemed like his face was the same every single time that you would look at him. But like Sumrall will show some emotions. Kentucky kind of missed the boat on him, I think,
Okay.
a little bit, because he's a former Kentucky linebacker. So Florida going with a defensive coach, which, I mean, Florida has talent on defense, and if they could build it on the defensive side of the ball and put together a competent offense, which he has a competent offense with Tulane, I mean, it can work, but it is very difficult to win in the SEC.
So we've talked about how there have been several coaching flops at Florida in a row.
Mhm.
I'm envisioning Florida as a woman who is jeans shopping. And of course, Brigit has walked away, and so she can't commiserate with me here. But it is so difficult to find pants that actually fit.
Yeah.
You try on the pants and they're too big, or they're too small, or they fit your butt weird, or whatever. That's Florida right now. They're just trying on all the pants. They're trying on all the pants and they all fit slightly wrong. But this might be the pants. John Sumrall might be the good pants, and then you buy 5 pairs of them.
But then when you turn pants back, you usually also don't have to pay the store an extra $10 million.
No.
Yeah,
These
I
are
mean,
expensive pants.
I think with Florida, it'll more like maybe John Sumrall is the guy, but with their track record, I don't know that it's a coaching issue, so that you're not going to solve it with a coach necessarily. Like, if they still have the same AD that's made.
They got to rebuild. They got to rebuild like the culture. They got to rebuild everything there. And
does Florida even have a university president right now?
I don't even think so anymore. Or I have no idea, honestly, if they do or not.
LSU doesn't. I think
LSU just got a president.
Does.
They stole the president from McNeese University.
Well, that's
and
right.
They have
brought in the AD from McNeese too.
UF has UF has an interim president per the website.
No, the AD was below the Scott Woodward, and he's the acting AD, not interim, acting.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So, which is weird there.
But then, folks, we had a false rumor, or one that got discounted.
I don't know if it was a false
it's
rumor.
It's not false. It just didn't pan out.
It didn't pan out. We had the rumor of, not the rumor, the truth of Kalani Sitake from BYU going to Penn State. But they did not take into account that the crumbled cookie guy would show up and drop G's.
The crumble cookie guy.
Are you sure he wasn't dropping E's? Because I feel like
he's dropping E's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love this. I love everything about this. I love that Penn State thought hiring Kalani Sitake was a good idea. Not because he's a bad football coach, but because that is a very, he's a great football coach. That is an absolutely crazy culture fit. Dude, no.
I don't know. I don't think the culture fit's crazy. I think that it's interesting watching what Penn State has done because, right, you had a pretty well-regarded coach in James Franklin that, you got tired of. I get it. But then trying to figure out who to replace him with, they obviously weren't able to pull Signetti from Indiana, and you're kind of at a point now where you might have missed a coach that you would have wanted to hire, but because of who they were targeting, they weren't able to get there in time. And I don't really know where they go from here, because the one thing about a lot of the SEC movement is that, yes, we had a lot of SEC jobs open, but there were also a lot of SEC candidates to fill those jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the Big Ten, I don't really know who you would say are Big Ten coaching candidates at this time, mainly because the just geography, right? The MAC hasn't been great, at least in terms of developing and elevating coaches, right? Like obviously there have been some teams that have had strong runs, but not with a hot young coach like they may have in the past with someone like PJ Fleck, for example. You look up at the Northeast, right? That's kind of the area Penn State is. There hasn't really been anyone at the G5 level there that you would say, oh, they could hire, right? I mean, like Jim Mora Jr. already got snapped up. There's probably not anyone else at a smaller school there. So then you got to think outside the box. And that's where I don't know where Penn State's going. I will give them credit that trying to hire Kalani Sitake is thinking outside the box. It is getting creative. And, they probably would have landed a pretty good coach, but they're going to have to go back to square one and try that again.
So I will note also that Awful Announcing is reporting that Todd McShay thinks that part of this is that the most important man in college football, Jimmy Sexton, is displeased about the way that Penn State let James Franklin go and is now out here being like, hey, Bob Chesney, you should go to UCLA instead of Penn State. What if you did that? Which I think is very funny. There have been some truly delightful things here. The BYU thing is great. Somebody sent crumble to the Penn State athletic office.
So beautiful. I went on Google Maps. I looked up how far the nearest crumble is to me, and it was too far for me to be able to make it there and back to record the podcast.
It's okay.
So I wanted
fine. If
there was one closer, I would have been eating crumble cookies during this segment.
Just consider like the cookie itself. Like it's not like a cookie. It's like a mini cake with like cookie texture.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
I mean, I'm not interested in how good the cookie is. I'm interested in the cookie is supporting messing with Penn State's ambitions.
Okay.
I have a question.
Can I offer you a more accessible bit? Ask your question first, though.
Okay, so here's my question. Do you think that the agent of one Jay Paterno has sent unsolicited emails to Penn State about the head coaching opening?
Yes, guaranteed.
Yes. Literally, who haven't they sent them to? They sent them to the Missoulian.
They sent it to the Missoulian, and they...
No. And I got that taken down. So Jay Paterno, get out.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, Bridget. Arthur, I have a more accessible bit to offer you, which is that BYU fans and people who don't like Penn State are donating to State College Food Bank. They are donating 30-17, which is the score of the last time BYU beat Penn State, in honor of Penn State taking yet another L to BYU today. So, you could go support a local food pantry. And you can do that from the comfort of your chair without having to go find mediocre cookies.
Mm-hmm.
We continue to raid the closet of the American Pitt Girl, Alex Golesh, going to Auburn.
I like it. New Auburn coach Chris Vanini reported on Blue Sky, quote, new Auburn coach Alex Golesh has asked at his press conference if he likes golf. Quote, that's a setup question. I've been here long enough to know that. Says his kids and his wife like golf. Quote, I like football more than golf, and I'm terrible. Good answer. I like this. I like this hire. There is a thing that I like less that broke today, and that is that Alex Golesh is keeping DJ Durkin. And
so supposedly that may have been the deal breaker for Sumrall at Auburn.
Good for him,
Which
if
makes
true.
Sense, yeah.
Good, legitimately good for him, if true.
Genuinely, yeah.
Supposedly.
Why? Fuck DJ Durkin.
I'm just saying, why?
Literally,
because signing day is tomorrow. The answer is because signing day is tomorrow.
Oh, I've heard that's coming up so fast.
It's okay. ULM is ranked higher than Penn State,
along with Harvard, I believe. You're in the Harvard range.
Yeah, I mean the current rankings. Oh, we fell behind. No.
Which one is the Harvard on the Bayou? Is that ULM? Is there a school they call? Because Harvard on the border is UTEP.
Okay. Harvard on the Bayou. Well, I mean, ULM's on the Bayou, but ULM to get in, very easy.
Well, that's fine. I mean, UTEP is not known for.
Well, I mean, Tulane's not on the Bayou. They're.
I was gonna say Tulane's not on the Bayou, but
they're closer to the river.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nichols is essentially on a bayou, also. But I think Nichols is easier to get into than
Perfect.
ULM. I'm trying to figure out. McNeese is on a lake. The Cajuns, there's a bayou there.
No, yeah.
It's the Battle of the Bayous.
No, it's
The Battle of the
ULM.
Bayous.
That's fine. It's
It's
ULM.
ULM it is.
ULM.
Yeah.
The Harvard of
we'll
the Bayou.
claim it.
We
Of the
then go to Ryan Silverfield from Memphis to Arkansas. Cool, man.
Sure.
Hey, we're all just out here doing shit. It's fine.
Good for you for finding a way to fall upward.
I think it was time for him to move on.
Yeah, I think so too.
It was about time. It's just like
But I didn't think upward was the direction.
No, I thought for sure he was going upward. Like, he's had heat on him to move up for a couple of years, and he just didn't find the right spot. I guess Arkansas is the right spot. It's not too far. Well, it's on the other side of the state from Memphis, but there's familiarity, and he did beat Arkansas this year.
Spicy
by a
take.
point.
Spicy take. Is Arkansas actually moving up?
Oh.
I was drinking water, you asshole.
Look. Arkansas has tremendous fan support.
I know.
They got more money. They got more money, more facilities, and then you're getting SEC money. I
know, but the conference is so difficult that it is kind of a reasonable question.
I mean, I think it's like that Family Guy meme where it's like it could be anything, even a boat, right? Or like, do you want the boat or the box of mystery? The box of mystery could be anything, even a boat.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the reason Memphis is such a good job is because you could get an SEC job if you're good there. So he's gotten an SEC job. And that's pretty much all you can say because, every job outside of like the very top jobs in the SEC are going to be hard to win at. And those top jobs are still hard to make expectations at. But Arkansas versus other jobs that you could jump to that would come open from Memphis is probably pretty standard. Like, I don't think there's.
I think the key for Silverfield is his offense is good. If he can make the right coordinator hires, they could be a solid team that can get to 8 to 9 wins at Arkansas. I would say it depending on their SEC schedule. But his offense is good. Golesh's offense is insane. No, it's insane. It is. It was like they snapped the ball, they're tackled, and they're going to snap the ball again. But the SEC is going to do the injury things a lot more often than the American, I would think, to delay that a little bit. There'll be a little bit more gamesmanship there.
It was like that when Gus was there too. I'm down to return to like the Gus Bus energy. Mm-hmm. Like it's good. It's gonna be. It's different.
Yeah,
but that's good. I just mean the vibe. Like
I think he's a good coach. He's a good fit for Auburn. I kind of feel like all the spots that have the head coach there, I kind of think Sumrall would probably be a better fit for Ole Miss, or Kentucky compared to Florida. Because I mean, you go to Florida and you're just like, I don't know.
The downside to Florida is there's really no fit, but the upside of Florida is that there's no fit, so you can kind of make it your own. Yeah. But the problem is, it's Florida, and you're fighting an uphill battle.
Yep, everybody's mad all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right, nothing like
they're cranky.
I mean, they're angry alligators. They got
they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
They got all them teeth and no toothbrush, and my mama said that it's because they got a large medulla oblongata.
So then Lane leaves Ole Miss.
I said that wrong, but okay.
Pete Golding not only becomes the interim, Pete Golding becomes the new head coach of Ole Miss.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
It feels a bit like the Mississippi State thing, what they did.
Yeah, I mean,
after Leach passed away.
The coach that Lane Kiffin replaced was a coach that had been the interim that Ole Miss kept around for a few years, and then it was like, okay, we need to go out and hire a coach where we do a national search and we bring someone in.
Yeah.
And this, going with Pete Golding permanently, like, it does feel a little bit like an emotional reaction to Lane leaving. Like, hey, Lane's leaving, we're going to keep the guy who stayed. And we've got a playoff run coming up. And, as much as we're thinking about the future of the team years from now, we're also thinking about this playoff run. And we want the coach that's leading us during the playoff run to be our permanent head coach. So we're going to make this guy the permanent head coach. So I don't know if I love the process here. I could see this being a situation where they're making a new hire in a few years. But honestly, that could also be the situation. You go out, you do a national search, and you find a coach. And so, sure, why not?
Yeah, this feels like a move they had to make for the playoff committee to be able to say we have continuity to go into the playoffs, and a deal that they will renegotiate in like a year, 2 or 3 years.
Playoffs.
We also get Jamarcus Shepard, Alabama co-offensive coordinator, is going to Oregon State. We have UConn's Jim Mora going to Colorado State. He will be back in the Pac-12.
Yeah, technically, yes.
Trevita Pritchard to Stanford. Frank Reich is now in a office position. He's doing work.
So they technically extended Frank Reich, but just to like a different position.
Yeah, I think that counts. They've retained Frank Reich.
Retained.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's kind of like I'm just imagining France being retained.
Am I being retained?
Am I being retained?
We already talked about this one. Eric Morris from North Texas is headed to Oklahoma State.
Good hire.
Oregon OC really Will Stein is going to Kentucky. And then we just found out a little while ago, Neil Brown is going to North Texas. Yay.
North Texas, why are you doing this?
So the Will Stein one is interesting to me because he went to Louisville and now he's going to be coaching Kentucky.
Oh, that's right.
But
there's pictures of him in his Louisville gear.
Yeah, apparently he grew up a Kentucky fan. So I don't know. I mean, even though Louisville was where he ended up playing, I don't know how awkward that would be or something like that. And he's probably a pretty good coach. So I think it's a good hire by them. We'll see if it works out, right? I mean, Kentucky is obviously tough, but yeah.
We also have Oregon's defensive coordinator, Tosh Lupoy, going to Cal, not yet confirmed, but expected to be soon.
Yeah, that's the target. Yeah. So Cal's targeting him.
They're targeting him. They're expecting that he'll be hired in the next few days. I literally also just looked this up. Targeting.
So I do have one question though. Hiring a head coach named Tosh, if you get shut out, how old are the people going to be making Tosh.0 references?
People keep making Tosh references for Lane Kiffin.
He does kind of look like him.
He kind of does.
Like Lane Kiffin kind of looks like Daniel Tosh.
I see it. Yeah.
He used to have a thing on his show, was Kiffin's Crimson Corner. I know that's I used to be a Daniel Tosh watcher. I'll put my cards on the table.
I mean, I also enjoyed Tosh.0 to some degree. Arthur, I do think we are on the lower bound of Tosh.0 rememberers.
Yes.
I would agree with that, yeah.
Like if game day goes back to Cal, no students are making the signs.
No.
We also have the vacancies induced by the carousel. That's a great turn of phrase, whoever wrote that.
That was me.
UConn, USF, Tulane, and Memphis. A good chunk of the American is without right now. And then all of a sudden today, Ohio's coach, Brian Smith, was like, yeah, I'm going on extended leave of absence. Here's an interim. Bye.
I don't know if this is a good thing, and there's not any information coming out.
Oof.
Never a good
thing. Nothing about this seems
they already
good.
named the interim, and I'm like, okay, if he's gone for like a while. And so I don't know. Nothing about it really seems good. They did the announcement where they just showed the Ohio helmet, and I'm like, oh, that's bad.
Oh, that is bad.
When they do, someone died.
Yeah,
I'm hearing the Fox injury music in my head.
Yeah,
right now.
it's not good when you see statement from Ohio Athletics, and it's just the helmet, and you're like, oh shit, what happened? And basically, you see that on social media, and you're like, oh, I don't know. I hope It's nothing too serious. But it's weird that, interim leave of absence in the off season. I mean, I guess the bowl game's coming for them, but I don't know, man. They're not in the MAC championship. It's Western Michigan and Miami, Ohio. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, what a weird. I just hope it's not bad news when something comes out on this.
I mean, yeah.
I hope he's
no
okay.
bad
No
personal
speculation,
news.
so we'll see no speculation, so we'll see how it goes. Pitt Girl.
Yeah, just one more thing I want to say before we get off the coaching carousel news, which is, hey, Michigan State, do better.
Literally.
Yeah, Mick.
That's all. I don't want to get we don't need to get into it. I just want to say do better.
Just look at his record the past 4 years.
Yeah, I want to say, this is a bad football hire on top of being a bad hire.
A bad hire.
Yeah.
Like, when we talk about Hugh Freeze getting hired at Auburn, one of the things that we talk about, in addition to all the other stuff, is that, Auburn was hiring a coach in the 2020s for the 2010s, right? Mm-hmm. Like, in terms of what he did, what he brought to the table, that was a 2010 skill set that hadn't really been updated. And I mean, I kind of see Pat Fitzgerald the same way, in that when you look at the type of program he ran outside of the stuff that ended up getting him fired, I really don't know how that translates to 2025.
It doesn't.
It super doesn't. It just smacks of people who don't see what happened at Northwestern as a big deal, and who just wanted, again, the same thing with Hugh Freeze getting hired at Auburn and DJ Durkin staying on at Auburn as well. They wanted to, so they did. And it sucks. It really fucking sucks. There's nothing funny about this.
Better. Do better.
Honestly, it would not surprise me. I don't have sources here. Like, I don't know what the line of thinking hiring this guy, because I certainly don't understand it. But it would not surprise me if the reason he got fired at Northwestern was some of why specifically they wanted to hire him. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, you can never predict a coaching hire perfectly beforehand, but I feel as strong about this one as I do about any coach getting hired in this cycle.
Let us go on to Business Corner. Money land. I'm working some new
ding,
games
ding,
for
ding,
it.
ding, ding.
Yes, it's Vegas, baby.
Ding, 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 ding.
They do play this week.
Yeah.
We
That's
have,
where the money is.
as always, our official brand of apparel for the CUSA committee, Home Field Apparel. I'm seeing lots of hoodies out there, folks. I'm wearing my Tulane one. I see, is that Montana State on Brigit? Commish is wearing an Ope shirt. It's great.
I did want to say that we had a question of like what the official uniform would be. So you, Jordan, Pitt Girl, and Arthur are getting hoodies, and Beth too, for the official committee uniform. So they haven't shipped yet. So when you get them, you'll realize I picked them. So yeah, enjoy.
Okay.
This pod is dressing me. I like this.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
We're going to have more stuff about the Mayo Bowl on Selection Sunday. Keep your eyes out on our stuff. We got some good stuff coming out.
Selection.
When you hear this, it will be our Black Friday sale will still be going on.
Yes.
On our store, use offer code Macoon for 20% off.
Offer code Macoon. Think of the intoxicated raccoon. And call them a
No, are we doing accents again?
Oh, no, not
We're bringing it back.
No.
Yeah.
You just sound like the Swedish chef. Use offer code.
I want the comfortable sweaters.
Just think of just as long as the championship games are going on through Saturday, that's when the sale continues. That's it. It's through championship Saturday, championship weekend. Also tomorrow, which will be Thursday, the national championship poll will be out, and you will be able to vote. So if you hear
tomorrow Wednesday. So in the past, so you can vote.
Yeah.
Vote now on your phones.
If you are listening, go vote.
Go vote.
If you're in line to listen to this podcast and vote, stay in line.
Stay in line, right. and vote.
Yes.
Commish, I want some permission from you.
Permission.
I want permission to not try to get engagement, but just ask people who they think they should vote for and why to get more ideas in people's heads. Make a thread or two.
I like this idea. I'm not commissioned, but I do like this idea. This is how we combat poll inertia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the final one. We're gonna keep it open for a week. Like who is your and why? Yeah, sure. I already made like a graphic. Go ahead with that. Do it. I made a helmet that it looks like you have like Sicko's helmet stickers.
It's great. It looks great.
Stickos. So it's gonna be fun. Do it. Do some engagement. Permission granted.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
If you're going to games, use our offer code with Vivid Seat Sickos 20 for $20 off your first order of $200 or more.
Yeah.
We have our Patreon. As always, $5 a month gets you access to our Discord and extra podcast episodes and some other ideas that we're messing around with for the off season. So come join us, please. We have our merch store. We just talked about that. Our YouTube, where we're dropping our Sickos Advent calendar along with our TikTok, where we're going to spend 2 to 3 minutes of your day every day December telling you a weird, fun, or interesting bit of college football lore. My favorite one that I've written so far was the, I believe, 1912 Bacardi Bowl. No, it was 30-something, I think. That Bacardi Bowl was great. Check out our Instagram as well. Shout out to Message Board Geniuses podcast. They go to places we refuse to go, especially this fucking week. Shout out to Feature Mascot podcast. Our friends Jeff and Blue go behind the culture of college football. And no more college football blitz.
Oh.
I delete it from the show notes.
Oh.
Deleted.
Shopify's point of sale system helps you sell at every stage of your business. Need a fast and secure way to take payments in person? We've got you covered. How about card readers you can rely on anywhere you sell?
Thanks. Have a good one.
Yep, that too. Want one place to manage all your online and in-person sales? That's kind of our thing. Wherever you sell, businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 a month trial at shopify.com/listen. Shopify.com/listen.
We have games to preview.
What?
We have 9 games. No, we have FCS too, but 9 FBS games to preview.
Oh, so few. Oh. We've got so much free time for activities on Saturday.
I know.
You could put up your Christmas lights before the games or during the games if they suck.
Now, there are 4. It's a really beautiful tree, Pitt Girl.
Thank you. I put it up on Black Friday.
On Friday, we have every G5 conference championship game except for the MAC. And they are all on at either 6 or 7.
Why?
This is like FCS playoffs all being at like noon.
Mountain West. We talked about this. 9:30 Mountain West.
No, I think that, if you have these games, they have to kick off at a specific time. If it's a Friday night, you have to set it in advance so you don't know who's hosting, right? You don't know where the location is. And you have to just be able to pick a time slot that everyone can accommodate. So if you are the Mountain... and the other thing is you have to pick like a TV time slot, right? So the Mountain West specifically, they are on main Fox. So they are going with the time slot that Fox has.
Yeah. I don't have any strong feelings about the Mountain West Championship at all. Like I have none.
I feel weird about this one too. Like Boise backed their way into another one. The computer thing really turned me off.
To me, it feels like Boise is having a down year. And so it feels like down Boise is about as good as like up New Mexico or up San Diego State, but it just feels different.
Yeah, it would be much more fun if New Mexico was in this game. Also, thought. You know who's from Pennsylvania originally?
Oh.
Dan Mullen.
Okay.
Don't do it, Dan Mullen. Don't do it.
Maybe
Don't do it.
Maybe
Penn State?
that's why Penn State
Don't
hasn't
do
hired
it,
anybody
Dan
yet.
Mullen. Don't do
You
it.
got UNLV, baby. You got Vegas. Don't do
Vegas, baby. Hit the button.
Ding, 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 ding,
this.
ding.
It's Vegas, baby.
Ding, 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 ding.
So go ahead.
I'm gonna declare New Mexico the People's Mountain West champion.
Yep, seconded.
That's it. They're the People's Mountain West champions. That's what they
They
are.
and San Diego State are the best stories.
I love both of them. It's great, but New Mexico just beat San Diego State, so no offense to you, San Diego State.
Our first conference championship game, alphabetically, yes, I think so. Kennesaw State at Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State acts like they live in this game. Kennesaw State has had an absolutely great season, but they're facing the biggest chicken in the room.
Yeah, but owls are predators.
Kennesaw State played at Jacksonville State a couple of weeks ago, and they lost.
They did.
A relatively close one.
Rematch.
It is a rematch. So, I don't know. This is going to be interesting here. Jacksonville State on a roll again, almost hitting the heights that the Rich Rod had. Basically 10-win season. They both have an opportunity for this, I believe. 10-win seasons, both of them, if they win this game.
I believe so.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Jacksonville State's 8-4.
Okay,
so Kennesaw's 9-3.
Well, no, if they're 8-4 and they win this game,
and they win the
bowl game,
yeah.
that's 10.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, both of these teams, great seasons. Both of these teams were not expected to be in this game. I don't think either one of them, and because I mean, Kennesaw State just hired a new coach, Jerry Mack. Great job. And then like Charles Kelly, had to replace Rich Rod, and both of these schools, they were both expected to have like relatively down years, and they're both here. So this is going to be interesting for me. Looking at the projections, it's got Kennesaw State with like a 57% win probability. But,
really? I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, I'm surprised by it too. And honestly, I think that is. I mean, they're projected to win by 4 points. So, I mean, with the home field advantage, it's essentially a coin flip for me. Bing. There we go.
At the same time, in the Sun Belt Championship game, Troy is headed to James Madison. Did we just do the whole Sun Belt West this year to decide who's going to get murdered by James Madison?
We've figured out which villager is getting pushed into the volcano. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like how Southern Miss was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna do that, and then they got to their last three games of the season, and it was just like, I don't know, man, somebody else may need to go.
This seems like a you problem.
Yeah, I mean, Troy, you wanna head on out there? I don't expect Troy to do too much.
No,
maybe they can weather a storm in the first half, but James Madison always turns it on in the second half. I'm curious to know if they've scored more points in the second half than they have in the first half the entire season. And I think it's yes.
I believe the answer is yes. I have that chart somewhere.
Okay. So this James Madison, again, their coach is linked to go to UCLA. That has not been officially announced.
That's like days old now too. I'm surprised it hasn't.
Yeah, I don't think there's been an announcement, but supposedly the understanding is that he's going to go there, but he gets to stay with JMU this time. And look, man, great coach. The team is high level Sun Belt G5-ness. They got ranked in the
yes,
in the thing we don't pay attention to. But really, this is going to be a tough one for Troy. I don't think Troy has enough ammo. But Troy bouncing back from what they were the past couple years to get here is probably just happy to be here, and then build on that for next year and win it.
Then the American Championship game, for my money, best game of the weekend.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh yeah, 100%.
This is North Texas at Tulane. This is, y'all, this is the one. Like a highlight, underline. This is a true sicko's house divided as well. It doesn't happen very often. But I can't even tell you I'd be pissed if Tulane won.
I just my gut, I don't think Tulane wins. This is just something that I
can't comprehend playoff North Texas. Those words are so fucking foreign to me.
Hit the button.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's just such a wild thing. This is 7 p.m. on ABC. If you only get one screen because you're in a sports bar or whatever, this is the one you want to be on.
Yep.
This is the one thing that I think it's kind of close to being a coin flip. Tulane's at home. They're undefeated at home. They get to welcome North Texas in the Tulane. I'm loving how much green is going to be involved here.
Yes.
This is
Mean
gonna be
and wave.
That's right. 2 versions of green. This is going to be an interesting game. The only thing that I can think of is Tulane again. They make a lot of mistakes with turnovers. If they can force the turnovers and not, turn the ball over themselves, I think they got a shot. The only thing is that North Texas can probably slice them open with the pass because unless
or the run,
Tulane,
take your pick. They have both options are there.
Unless Tulane's D line can hold up and stop both. Tulane's defense is better against the run than it is against the pass. But the way that they stop the pass is with the pass rush. But if Mestamaker gets the ball out of his hands quicker, you probably don't have to worry about that. But if they force him into an interception or two, maybe they got a shot.
Do you know who else was very good with pass rush? USF, who whooped on North Texas.
Yeah, so that's the thing is like if Tulane can get heat on Mestamaker with the front 4 and just basically not let anybody beat them over the top, it's a tall ask, but I see a lot of points in this game. I feel like this is it's almost going to be like whoever has the ball last.
Yes. God, I hope so. God, I hope so.
It's going to be whew, man. But like Tulane, I don't think they've played a clean, complete game yet this year. Like they are young, they make stupid mistakes.
The Charlotte game was complete.
No, they had 3 turnovers.
Oh, shit.
They had 2 turnovers inside the 10-yard line against Charlotte.
What about the Temple game?
Closer,
I would say. But the defense will put the effort there. So this is going to be a really good one.
Great football game.
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm in my heart, I think North Texas wins it, but like Tulane has to win it one way. And if they can dictate that way, they can win it.
I will say we already talked about the Mountain West Championship game. I did want to mention that our friend of the program, Bill C., he was so sad because his SP Plus is used as part of the magic computers that choose the Mountain West champions. And his numbers hate New Mexico.
Oh.
And college football internet was just go in there and fix them. Just change.
Fix your numbers.
Fix your numbers. You know the outcome you want. Change the formula.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's how science works.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday, we have this single game thing for some of the day. This is just the Georgia-Alabama 3:00 game is a recipe for just a game that no one wants to watch, but it's the only thing on.
Go take a nap.
A perfect, yeah. I'm going to take my kid to the arcade.
I'm serious.
I'm taking my kid to the arcade.
Put up your Christmas lights during this game. Yeah. This is when you do it.
That is a long enough time for me to drive all the way out to a crumble cookie and back.
Oh,
where is your nearest crumble cookie?
I am not sure specifically because there's like one in they're all in the big suburban shopping centers,
like so Monroeville or whatever.
Yeah, it's like I would have to drive out of the city, so then it's just a question of which direction I want to drive.
Okay.
Like there's one in Monroeville, there's one up McKnight Road, there's one on Route 88 going down south. Like it's just not. You just have to go out.
Yeah. Okay. Just curious.
I will say that the SEC championship game is a decent second screen if the SWAC championship game gets out of hand. Prairie View at Jackson State. That's a 1:00 game. It fits in right between the morning and the afternoon ones. The SWAC title game on ESPN2 is going to be a banger.
That's good. I like that.
That's great.
Thank you, ESPN2. Are we going to get to see the bands? And hopefully they have mic'd the bands correctly.
Yeah.
Do we know?
I don't know yet. I need to find out.
Okay, please say yes. Please report back and say yes.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, on the 11 a.m. time slot, we have the Big 12 championship, BYU versus Texas Tech, a game we've already litigated, against the MAC championship game, Miami, Ohio, and Western Michigan. The interesting thing about Western Michigan here is they haven't been back to this game since 2016, the PJ Fleck year.
Yeah, that was the year that they went to the Fiesta Bowl?
Cotton Bowl.
Cotton Bowl against Penn State.
Yeah.
Yes, Cotton Bowl.
Was it against Penn State?
Yes.
No, Wisconsin.
Yes.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
No,
okay. Memphis played Penn State.
Yeah, there was a weird Penn State Cotton Bowl one year. I remember this.
Yeah, Memphis played them.
Bowl.
Wisconsin beat them.
Yeah, I was right. Yeah.
Wisconsin beat them, and then PJ Fleck got mad and was like, "I'm gonna take the Minnesota job and take the axe from Wisconsin."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
every year, every single fucking year.
Not every.
The weird Penn State Cotton Bowl was 2019, by the way.
Okay.
The Texas Tech BYU game should be a blast. It's Big 12 football. What more do you all you want? I know we've done this game before, but we have a lot of rematches. Even in FCS.
So I will say, in regards to BYU Texas Tech, that my view on rematches is generally that you can expect the opposite outcome of round one. I'm not sure about this one.
I don't know. I feel like some people have a problem with rematches. Like, I remember specifically the Big Ten trying to make sure, like, wow, we can't have Michigan and Ohio State play in the conference championship game because that would be bad which is always funny to me. Like, wow, the matchup that we have that is our most popular, easily our highest rated on television, we can't have that more than once a year. We got to make sure that doesn't happen. But
we were so stupid.
I do think it's kind of funny the number of rematches we have, given now that these conferences are so goddamn big. We have all these games where we're like, damn, we never got to see those teams play. And now we're getting conference championships, and a bunch of them are games we've already seen played. Like, come on, what are we doing here? Give me something I haven't seen. Not because I don't want to see something the second time, but because there are a bunch of things I didn't get to see the first time.
Okay, so Miami, Ohio, Western Michigan. I don't believe that is a rematch. I think that's the first time they've played.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I'm going to double check that to make sure I don't feel stupid.
Sickos Committee Googles things.
I need a clicky keyboard.
No, they played Miami, Ohio one.
Okay. Oh, so we have another one. Okay, so perfect.
Yep, that was October 25th.
Yeah. So it's a rematch there. So it's it's rematch championship weekend.
Did Prairie View play Jackson State this year? Let me double check.
Maybe. Swaction.
It looks like they did not.
Okay.
So that's something. And then all by itself at 7 p.m., the only thing on in the evening, your ACC championship game between a 7-win Duke fighting for the honor of the conference against Virginia, just like we all drew it up.
And to be clear, this is also a rematch.
Yeah.
Virginia won November 15th.
Yeah. Virginia got Duke's ass out of there like really fast last time.
34-17.
Yeah, they were up big, and then like Duke got like garbage time touchdowns in the fourth, I think, or the second half.
This was the week after Duke lost to UConn. So, yeah. Shout out to UConn. More wins than an ACC championship game participant.
Yeah.
What I do love is that in an attempt to woo the committee, the ACC network has been playing the Miami win over Notre Dame.
No, they don't start until Thursday and Friday.
Oh, it's only Thursday, Friday? Oh.
Yeah.
So they're going to start playing the Miami win over Notre Dame over and over and over and over.
I like the idea that a committee member is like just going to be scrolling, just going to come across that.
Oh, yeah. Channel serve my ACC network.
I mean, what's the point of having a network if you can't occasionally use it as state media? My favorite thing about this is that it will be on all day, pretty much on Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. And then in the 11 o'clock slot, the late night game we get, because I guess the committee members go to bed early, is Miami beating the shit out of 3-9 Florida.
That's the Elvira broadcast of
just to drive it home on Texas.
They should let us have the late night slot on ACC Network, and we could do it like one of those old horror movie introductions.
Mm-hmm.
The little interstitials between the commercial breaks where you cut back to the studio. Oh, that'd be fun.
Very like Svengoolie.
Yes, and just talk about horrific ACC football.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow I don't think they'd go for that.
Oh, yeah. Friend of the program, MSJ, her brother has derived a path for an ultimate chaos outcome. The possibility of playoff Kennesaw State, something that is kind of black magic that we've been working with all season.
ESPN has their odds at 0.3%, which is not zero.
I feel
so.
Like,
you're saying there's a chance.
I feel like the committee would just put Duke in at that point.
So the question then becomes, if Duke wins, Troy wins, and Boise State wins, and Kennesaw State wins, of course.
I think they just put Duke in. They just say, no, sorry, like, we're not touching this.
Well, you saw tonight what happened. They stopped putting the ACC champion in the playoff, and they just wrote conference champion number 4 and conference champion number 5.
Yep, it's fine. Everything's fine.
You think things are going smoothly in Charlotte right now?
Yeah, it's fine.
I really think that the college football playoff committee is pissed off that they had to put 2 ACC teams in last year. Yeah. And that's why they're like, Miami's taking the brunt of it, honestly.
I mean, they're just going to keep going back and forth, right? Where like 2 years ago, they didn't put enough ACC teams in.
Yeah.
Last year, they put too many in. This year, they got to go back to not putting enough in. I am hoping for, the one thing I'm hoping for, do you remember when Florida State didn't make it?
Mm-hmm.
And then it took hours because like the ACC didn't have a contingency plan for that, and they had to redo all their bowl games. I hope we get that again this year. I hope we're like sitting down to record our episode, and it's like, where are the ACC's bowl games?
Like the Mayo Bowl's hanging in the balance.
Yeah. Come on.
That would absolutely happen. You know that would happen to us.
It would.
We want to make a post about the Mayo Bowl matchup, and we can't because it's hours later and the ACC has to start over from scratch.
This is where our Mayo Bowl post would go if we had one.
By the way, guys, I totally fucked on it. Apparently, there's something called the Big Ten title game also going on at 7:00. I don't know. It'll never catch on.
Oh yeah, it's like not even in the show notes. Oh no, it is in the show notes.
It's just under everything else.
It's buried under the more important news of playoff Kennesaw State.
I mean, yes, it is.
I mean, I think that I've seen people saying like, oh, like the Big Ten championship game, there's nothing at stake. I don't think the teams are going to have any trouble getting up for this game for a couple of reasons. One, they're competitive, right? Like they're going to want to win this game, but also they're still playing for a Rose Bowl berth.
Yeah.
Right. The winner of this game is going to be in the Rose Bowl for their second round playoff
and
match.
Life will make sense.
The loser of this game is probably going to have to go to like probably the Orange Bowl. So like there's still stakes. I don't worry about the fan bases and the teams not being up for this game. I worry about the broadcasters and like the TV people struggling to sell this game because they're so used to talking about the playoff. But I think people still care about the Rose Bowl.
Mm-hmm. People do still care about the Rose Bowl. Also, would anyone care to guess how many Big Ten titles Indiana has and in what years they won them?
I would have guessed 0, honestly.
It's not 0.
1945.
That is correct. There is another one.
Ooh, 1962?
You are close. 1967.
Damn, son.
And so
damn.
This game means a lot for Indiana fans.
It means more.
There is no way that this game does not mean a lot for Indiana and Indiana fans. Even though it doesn't have playoff implications, they haven't won the Big Ten since 1967. My dad was 4.
That's the year that my eldest sister was born.
Okay. we go on to now some FCS talk. FCS talk with the Sickos Committee. At the end of the seasons when you try new jingles.
Okay.
I'm
not
it's
changing.
it's
Sickos
just
Committee,
jazz.
Google things.
Yeah, that's our official jingle.
What I love about this bit right here, folks, is that we have some relatively normal weather versus weather. And then we're sending some people to just the craziest places. Let's start with that one. Why not? Yale, you beat Youngstown State at the Ice Palace. You get to go to historic Bozeman.
Listener, I need you to know that Bridget is just like running her fingers together very ominously. It's very good.
I'm so excited.
You should
I'm
be.
so excited.
It's exciting.
What is the weather supposed to be like in Bozeman for this game?
Live weather check. Here we go.
Oh my God. I just checked it.
Sickos Committee weather check.
Saturday, Bozeman, Montana. Heavy snow throughout the day. Saturday night, light snow throughout the night. Temperature 24 to 36 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like 19 to 29 degrees Fahrenheit, with an 86% chance of precipitation and 4.63 inches of snow.
Have fun, Yale.
Good fucking luck. Prepare to understand why land-grant schools are superior.
Built
I love, but
literally built different.
I love people who are just like, well, Connecticut's cold too.
Oh my God. Everybody who tried to tell me Connecticut is cold, I want you to come to Bozeman in December. I literally took a final in Bozeman in December in negative 40 degrees. I lived in New Hampshire. It never got that cold. Ice storms, sure. Never got that cold.
New Haven,
Please
Connecticut, right?
Do not come in my mentions and try to tell me somewhere is colder than Montana unless you live in Canada.
Also,
or like Norway.
New Haven is pretty close to the coast,
Yeah.
which A makes it warmer and B keeps it from snowing until later in the winter most of the time.
So New Haven at the Yale Bowl, I would say the high is 39, the low is 28. So not too much different, but
it's not different. But
there's some snow.
There's a biting wind.
Yes.
There's a biting wind that comes, especially
off
like
the
off the
plains.
bridgers,
and
through the valleys. Like that drive is usually like once you get over Homestake Pass, that's where it gets really icy and treacherous to drive.
I cannot believe that this is the opening 2 rounds. We're sending Yale to Montana State already. I will say, friend of the program, Richard Sherman, in a random ass tweet. Roger Sherman. From a random ass tweet from a couple months ago, said something about Montana State and Yale being in this quarterfinals. Seems close enough.
Look, sometimes you just get hit by the dodgeball of prophecy, okay?
Yeah.
True. I mean, yeah. He's like, yeah, I know it was the round of 16. It's the round of 16. I'm like, okay.
Close enough.
But then we're going the other direction too. We're sending South Dakota to Mercer and North Dakota to Tarleton State. North Dakota is going to Stephenville, fucking Texas.
That's going to be interesting there. Tarleton has been kind of like, they were like world beaters in the beginning, and then they got a couple of injuries.
They got world beaten.
No, they only lost one, but they were having some close games where you didn't think they would have close games. But like their quarterback was banged up, but hopefully the bye, they're back to that status. But I don't know, the Hawks are going to be a tough test. Also, Mercer and the Coyotes. Whew. I mean, what's on Saturday at that time?
11. That's going to be the same as your Big 12.
Okay, so
and
Big 12, MAC, Mercer, South Dakota, Villanova, Lehigh.
Oh, that's
quad
a good
box.
quad box.
Here we go. And maybe
I feel like with this weekend, we might learn some about just how good and or deep the Missouri Valley Football Conference is.
Yeah.
Like, because it's kind of hard in FCS to really evaluate teams conference to conference. Like, which teams are good within their conferences, but we're going to see just how good the Missouri Valley Football Conference is. outside of obviously North Dakota State.
I was saying one of the games is the Missouri Valley Football Conference rematch. Illinois State and North Dakota State. It ended 33-16 in favor of the Bison.
Mm-hmm.
We also have another rematch: Abilene Christian and Stephen F. Austin.
I in my head, if I could have pulled it off, which I'm still thinking about trying to, it's 5 hours and 15 minutes for me to drive to Nacogdoches.
It's not that far.
That's close, dude.
I just I think I would have to take my kid with me.
Road trip.
Hey, I have Commish, I have my kid this weekend.
Yeah, I know he'd be okay to handle it. He'd be fine.
No, I'm saying that we'd have two children taking care of themselves.
Oh, okay.
So we can make this work. The older one raises the younger one. I've seen how this works in the Von Trapp family.
Oh, okay. We've got I see you say that, and I'm thinking about the boxcar children.
You say that, and I'm thinking about my family who let me raise the young children. And readers, I'm not a good influence.
I think you're great. I bet
Thank
they
you.
turned out great.
I try to be responsible, but my nieces and nephews are feral, so I did what I could.
We also have this great Northeastern game, Villanova at Lehigh, which just feels right to the world.
That's good. I like that.
Mhm.
I unfortunately have prior commitments, but if I didn't, I would consider going to this game because it's a vibe.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Nova does after dropping 52 on Harvard. What's their encore, and is Lehigh ready after their bye?
If Lehigh bodies Villanova, I'm gonna just Harvard was supposed to be so good, and then
Yale broke them.
God, they did. Those goddamn. That's not a slur. Well, it's a slur for a.
Sure.
They're not a protected class. It's fine.
No.
I don't say that.
How about South Dakota State at
Do
Montana?
you want me to bleep it?
It would be
No,
funnier
that makes it. That makes it worse.
That makes it worse.
Makes it
That
worse.
makes it worse.
For those of you
because if
keeping,
I bleep it, then
People are
then they're
gonna
gonna think it's definitely a slur.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, okay, I am bleeping it. I'm bleeping it.
Oh my god.
For those of you who are keeping track at home, by the way, get in the door price at for the Lehigh game is $45 to sit on a grass berm, which actually
Wow.
sounds pretty nice.
Bring a blanket.
Yeah.
We also have a game that feels like it should have been a semifinal game, but before South Dakota decided to disintegrate. South Dakota at Montana, only in the second round.
I'm sorry,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
wrong. That's wrong. You said it twice wrong.
South Dakota
It's South
State
Dakota
and
State.
Montana.
There you go.
It was
South
a
Dakota State and
load-bearing
Montana.
state.
It is a load-bearing state, yes.
That's right.
It holds up North Dakota.
It's true. Can I get some smooth jazz music going? Some local on the 8s?
I got Quiet Storm.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You can okay. Just riff on it. Perfect. Thank you. Your forecast for Saturday, December 6th in Missoula, Montana. Snow in the morning with freezing rain in the afternoon. Temperature 32 to 39 degrees. Feels like 29 to 35 degrees. Precipitation chance 93%. With snowfalls of 3.93 inches.
Oh yeah.
I just need everybody to know that we're getting a foot of snow this week.
Whoa!
Yeah, no, that's fair. I would also be telling
I
everybody.
think South Dakota State is used to the snow, though.
Now,
They're used to the snow, but
Yeah.
How does the weather in South Dakota compare to the weather in Connecticut, though?
Oh,
Oh, that's
well,
Oh,
so
no.
the plains are colder. There's again, it's a biting chill when you're on the plains as well. Anytime that you're somewhere where it's like really open, like it's worse when you're in a bowl.
Yeah.
Like Missoula's not so bad. Like it doesn't get like freezing here like it did in Bozeman. Just because we have so many mountains around us in the valley right here. But like when we would go, like, so when I did cheer for girls basketball and we'd go to like Phillip, it would be fucking freezing when we got out of the Black Hills because it's just so open and so cold and there's nothing to keep the wind from just going right through you. So what I'm saying is the East Coast are not built like us.
No. That's fine. I
But
accept
y'all, we got something special here.
oh,
We got a 9 p.m. standalone FCS playoff game.
Woo!
Our corporate overlords love us.
We got one staggered game. It's so great.
On
What?
ESPN,
Yeah, I know. God.
Even on ESPN2, so YouTube TV people, you can quad box this.
Mm-hmm.
This is Rhode Island at UC Davis. Beautiful.
Thank you, UC Davis. Thank you for existing.
We get a late night Big Sky banger.
Yep.
We do.
Right.
Against a very fighty CAA team, too. Rhode Island's played very well this year.
This is going to be a nice uniform matchup.
Yes.
I'm excited about this. Like the Davis uniform, and then we're going to get that kind of North Carolina blue, but it's Rhode Island blue, and then you're going to get the Ram helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is going to be a nice one to look at. The gold helmet and the Ram helmet, this is going to be great.
And y'all, that's all the games we... Oh, so we have D2. Let's talk a little D2. How about D2? Kutztown and Frostburg State.
My guy. Pronounce that one again.
Kutztown and Frostburg.
Kutztown.
Oh, Kutztown.
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 We are going to Kutztown.
Kutztown. They're playing the Frostburg State.
We have...
Oh, yeah, they're just going to play Frostburg State, you know.
We have Ferris State and Minnesota State, Albany State, Newberry, and then the game I'm most excited for, your Harding Bison are running the ball up against UT Permian Basin.
I'm looking, if Ferris State wins, they have to face Harding.
That's a hell of
Harding wins.
That's a hell of elite Final Four matchup.
Woo. Yeah. So Minnesota State was in the basically had a good run here, and then man, Kutztown put it on somebody last week, which it said it was like 84 against Assumption, but then it was not. It turned out the ESPN app was wrong. And they only scored 56. So it was 56-19, not 84, not 84-22.
Only 56.
Only 56. We also got D3 if you want it.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now.
Yeah.
How about D3? Some Mount Union versus John Carroll?
Mm-hmm.
Wheaton to DePaul.
So Wheaton and DePaul basically both pulled upsets last week. So apparently DePaul has the best rushing defense in all of D3 that I learned last week by watching that game.
DePaul beat Wisconsin Whitewater. That's huge.
Yes. Yeah.
Trinity against Barry, St. John's against the UW River against Wisconsin River Falls. Wisconsin River Falls is sort of my team I'm riding with this season.
Okay. Because
they had been bad for so long in a very hard conference, and this is their year. So I'm very, I'm feeling them. A huge game this early on. North Central versus Wisconsin Lacrosse. So we got a WIAC team.
Do we have any snow in Naperville again, or no?
I don't know. Naperville, Illinois, right?
Yeah, Naperville.
While you do the weather check, I would like to issue a correction, my first. Which is that tickets for Lehigh Villanova are actually still available directly from the university, and the get in the door price is $14.50 plus fees.
That's nothing.
Yeah. Or you can get a seat back. If you want a reserved seat with a seat back, your total price is going to be $28, including fees. If you want a bleacher seat, it's $24, and general admission with the fees is $18. So if you are anywhere near, you should go.
Any of these games.
Yeah. Go see an FCS playoff game.
Naperville,
or D2 or D3.
High of 29, low of 20, only 11% chance of precipitation.
Nah, it's fine. They're fine.
Yeah.
And then let's see here. I got off the tab. I found it again. Susquehanna and Eastern.
Susquehanna mentioned.
So
Susquehanna started in the first week, and then they upset the 1 seed Christopher Newport last week.
Oh damn!
And so Susquehanna's got Eastern this week. Eastern is I forgot. Sorry. Eastern is 10-1. Susquehanna is 10-2. This should be interesting. It's the Eastern Eagles.
Hey, Commish, you know how cheap we can get into the Stephen Foston game?
How much?
$10.
Just $10.
Just $10.
The most expensive chair we can buy is $25.
Okay.
Well, that's not going to work with the Vivid Seats promo.
No, just take all of
your
your
friends. Take your friends.
Every
All
friend.
your friends. Everybody. Everybody you know.
Oh, everybody.
2 of them are free.
Take mom and them.
They're doing a purple out, and the team that they're playing is also purple.
Really, they're doing a purple out?
They are. They're doing a purple out in Nacogdoches.
Half that conference is purple. That's always been the joke about the UAC.
It's the purple or red. That's it.
The last 2 games we have are Wisconsin Platteville at Bethel or against Bethel, and then Salisbury, the Seagulls, versus Johns Hopkins out of Baltimore.
That Johns Hopkins.
So what do you guys want to talk about now?
I'm fine with ending the podcast because
No, I got 15 minutes of stand-up work. I have a short set I can do here.
I have an
I can
important
hit end
update.
recording right now.
You do. I have an update though.
Oh,
important update, and that is that I regret to inform you that Stuck Radio Station has unstuck. It is no longer stuck. So you, listener, cannot now turn on Cities 97.1 from Minneapolis and listen to a loop of the song, the last 2 bars of A Lot More Free on loop because it stopped doing that.
You guys excited about those Winter Olympics?
Yes.
Look, I could tell you about the opening weekend of biathlon action, but tomorrow I got to go to Cleveland. I'm seeing Blazers at Cavs, so I don't have a lot of time to edit this.
I got one update. I got one update here.
Let's go and then
this is the last thing we can end on this. Current recruiting rankings. Number 139, Akron. Number 138, Penn State. Number 137, Montana State.
Stand up and cheer long and loud for dear Montana State.
At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.